I take a stroll, and then I just find something catchy. I take pictures of it, and then produce it on the canvas. Yeah, that's how I produce my artwork. At times, I just don't imitate the same thing, but then I add some little features to it to look a bit different. Yeah.
We're just on our way up to go and see Nana Prajinsem, the Sith, who's the paramount chief here in Kushia in the central region. But then we were unable to avoid a beauty that we saw on our way up, and that's the artwork that's being produced by a young, talented artist, Albert. Albert, how are you?
I'm doing great.
I mean, to be honest, this is what caught our attention. This is almost a perfect replica of what you're doing here.
Thank you.
Tell us, what kind of artwork is this, first of all?
Okay, first of all, this is a portrait of the kings that came to rule before Nana Pra.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this is just one of them.
One of them, yeah.
And so what kind of medium do you use to do something like this?
So this is matte acrylic on canvas. Yeah.
Matte acrylic.
Matte, yeah.
There are other types of mediums.
Yeah. For acrylic, we have the gloss.
Okay.
And we have the matte. Yeah. So this one is, yeah, for acrylic is water based. This one dry, the matte doesn't dry faster like the gloss does.
Okay.
Yeah. So the matte, for me, the matte is more comfortable to use.
And so, do you only do artwork like this from pictures?
No, I also do imaginative ones, and I also do inspirational ones. So maybe based on the client's interest. Yeah. I also produce artworks, personal artworks.
Personal ones. That's from your own inspiration.
Yeah,
nothing like a reproduction of the sort. Are you within this area?
No, I'm from Accra.
Oh, you came all the way from Accra?
All the way from Accra.
So what brought you here?
Yeah. For Nana.
Okay. And the arts that you do, it's just interesting. Where do you get a lot of your inspiration from?
Okay. For example, I take a stroll, and then I just find something catchy. I take pictures of it, and then produce it on the canvas. Yeah. That's how I produce my artwork. At times, I just don't imitate the same thing, but then I add some little features to it to look a bit different. Yeah.
They say artists speak through their work. Is that something you do consciously? Do you in particular do that?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do. Not all the time. I like to take imitations from natural landscapes most of the times. But sometimes too, I take the natural ones and I add up to some things that I'm feeling to add to the actual pictures. That's why.
A lot of artists talk about landscape. It seems the nature speaks a lot to us. Is it because some of us don't actually sketch that we don't see it? Is there so much inspiration from nature as it is?
Yeah, nature is beautiful.
It's beautiful. Okay, I see. Now, maybe we should talk more about you now. How long have you been doing that?
Oh, for a very long time, since I was a kid. Yeah, it was my interest since.
You've always loved art, and you've been doing that professionally since.
Yes, professionally since, and I'm still in school now, still mastering fine arts. still studying, sorry.
Okay, so you are still in school?
Yeah, in the KNUST.
KNUST?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm studying painting and sculpture. That's finance, yeah.
You've come from far. KNUST, but you're in Accra and you're all the way here in Kushia. It's bringing you there.
Yeah.
It does, right?
Yeah, sure.
Tell me some of the people that perhaps you've painted. Maybe you've painted some big names before.
Most of my works I have painted are family members, and also some landscapes that I came across that are more big, like attractive to me. They are the ones I've painted so far.
Back to your art, is there any particular technique you love to use, or any materials that you prefer when it comes to?
For the materials, so far I've tried acrylic. I've tried the gloss. I've tried oil paint, but then I'm in love with acrylic. That's it.
What makes you love acrylic?
When the way it dries quick, it then gives you a smooth texture. That's what I like about it. Yeah.
So you prefer this more?
Yeah.
We're in an age where technology is ruling a lot of things. There's digital art and things like that. Is that an area that you've ever tried, or you are into? Is this all that you do in terms of?
In school, the first year of school, that's KNUST, we are into painting, digital art. But then for me, I just love painting. Painting. So I don't really have the interest in digital art, but I like to do it. But I'm not really interested, like I'm into painting.
That means if anyone asks you to do some digital work, you could do it, but
I could do that.
Your first choice would be
painting.
Something like this.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to produce something like this one?
Something like this, because of the details in this one, for the kente that he's wearing, this one took me 4 days. But for other artworks with less details, it took me probably like 2 days. Yeah.
Okay. Now, everyone has or faces challenges when they are doing their work. Do you encounter any such things?
Yeah, a lot.
I'm just imagining, for instance, as you are painting, you make a major mistake. What do you do?
Okay, for the first stage, maybe in the pencil stage, where I do my sketch, when I make a mistake, I don't hesitate, because during the painting stage, I can correct with the paint on my brush.
So first of all, you start with a sketch, with a pencil, okay, and that's what allows you to bring out.
Yeah. So I do the outline of the image I want. So if there's any mistake and I'm not able to correct, when I come to the painting stage, I use the paints to correct it. So maybe there's a crooked part in the sketch, I correct it with the paint to make it look normal.
So it would usually be at the sketching stage that you would encounter a challenge like that?
Yeah, you might encounter a challenge during painting. And for painting, you can, at any time, you can pass, you can just layer the mistake.
And
yeah, and then we correct it. So it's not a big challenge.
Okay. But you've not experienced any major
challenge.
Will you? Yes, please go ahead.
The major challenge you face is that maybe you are done with the whole artwork and maybe you have a PS in the canvas. That will be, it has ruined the whole thing. So it means what you have to do is just to take the canvas off and restretch another canvas. Yeah.
So you can just reproduce that on another one?
Yeah, you see this is on a frame.
Yes.
So you can just take off the cloth and then stretch another one and start a new one.
So that means we have to redo it?
Yeah, redo it.
Have you had such an instance? But what would break the canvas, for instance?
Maybe you put a place where it's not conducive. Maybe there's a sharp object there, you didn't see it, so when you place it there, then just pierce it.
Now I'm even more intrigued because you say you're a student, you come all the way from Accra and you are here. How is it like working for such a personality, for instance, Nana? You've come all the way. Someone might have identified you and asked you to come and do this.
Yeah, it's by God's grace, So I thank God for this opportunity. So I think this is very big opportunity for me, and it's God.
When you got that call, how did you feel when you were called and you were told that this is the contract?
I didn't know it was going to be that big, but then when I came, I saw it was going to be perfect. It was going to be great. So now that I'm here, I'm putting my all into it to get the best out of it.
And I can actually see how much work you've put into this.
Yeah.
Well, you're not done, right? You still have a few.
Almost done.
Almost done with this. It looks like finished work to me.
Yeah.
There are still a few places.
For the lower parts.
Okay.
But yeah, I have some more details to put here to make it complete.
All right. Albert, thank you very much. We'll leave you to finish up your work, but that's a very beautiful artwork.
Thank you.
And I think you are doing a great job.
Thank you.
So thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Albert is an artist. Like I said, we just ambushed him on our way up to go and see Nana Pra Ajinsem himself, the chief of Kushia. We'll bring you that story when we get it.